Good morning, Vietnam. No. It's hi, all. It's Tom. Well, welcome to my cell. So it's winter time, and with the cold comes stiff joints and whatnot. And since my joints are already out to lunch, I don't move much in the wintertime. But we will be getting some outdoor videos. We will. So anyway, got a lot of stuff to review. Now, see here, my buddy over at JV Outdoors sent me a nice package full of stuff. Had some crankbait in it, some frogs, a couple of hats. Thank you very much. This was actually on my head when I went deer hunting. I shot my deer in it. Nice and warm. So anyway, now I uploaded this video 4 times. I did an unboxing of the stuff JV sent me. It disappeared 4 times. I'm not getting notifications from YouTube on certain people's channels. And it's crazy. I also did an upload for a company called Flitz. They sent me a whole care package. They have some products here for taking care of your gun. You wipe it on, and I did it for the first day with all that snow. I mean, while I was sitting there, my gun barrel, it got about a quarter of an inch of snow on it, actually, from sitting there not moving. And took it with, and it came right off. Didn't even leave a residue. So it's really good stuff. If you happen to run into it, it's a Flitz Gun Care package. Go over to their website. It's www.flitz.com. It's great stuff. There's a Canuba wax, Caruba, whatever you call it, wax for the stock. And then there's a sealant, they call it, that really does work. It's not a BS product. It works. Okay, with that being said, I got some fun stuff coming up. I'm working with Colonial Knives, the new Colonial Knives, not the old one. And we got some Colonial Knives to review, and I'll tell you what, man, they upped their game, period. So we'll make some comparisons, because I have stuff to compare it with. So I got some stuff in from Vaunt. And there's some other stuff on the way. There's going to be a lot of knife videos because, I'm stuck in the house generally. So I'm doing my best to keep the channel running. So, I appreciate all of you that stuck with me. Really do. I really, really do. Now, in the bushcrafting community, there's a couple of channels. And been watching these guys for years. The one guy took his channel down because he had no support for it. Now he's bringing it back on. And I would appreciate if my subscribers and tell people about it. Let everybody know it's Cal's Treks and Trails. KAL''S, capital T Trek, and capital T Trails. I've been watching Cal. He hitchhiked across the United States. I thought he was homeless, but he wasn't. He was just hitchhiking. And now, when I started watching Cal, he took off from here in Pennsylvania and hitchhiked out to Oklahoma. And he's been all over the United States hitchhiking. But he left with nothing. He had tarps, he had, sleeping bags, stuff like that, but I mean, not what we consider like we would pack for this trip. We would, there'd be cook sets and knives that had, everything. He left with nothing. I don't think he even had a knife when he left here because he found one out in Oklahoma, and that's what he used the rest of his time out there. It was a Smith & Wesson knife he found on the sidewalk. Serrated blade, pocket knife. And that's why I started watching him. Because he was out there living on a daily basis with nothing, where we carry 80 pounds of stuff in the woods to go overnight. And he was quite comfortable. Stayed out of the rain, stayed warm, stayed dry, stayed, out of the snow. He was living in Massachusetts for a while under a tarp. Just nothing, lighting his fires with matches and stuff or a Bic. So he really had nothing. And made it all the way across the United States. Now that he got here, he got settled, got himself a house and everything, just so you guys know. Got himself a house and got settled and everything, but he has the gear now. But he did this initially with nothing. I mean, just bare minimum. So that's why I started watching. There's another channel on here. It's called SMD 48200. Now, this guy's hiking the Appalachian Trail. He's got about 300 miles to go to finish it up, but he blew his knee out earlier this year. So he couldn't finish the trail. So he's going to be going back on the trail and finishing it up. Now, this dude is in his later years, let's just say that. And boy, he knows his stuff. He don't put out very many videos, and they're kind of short, uneducational type things. Just having coffee and being out in the woods, but he does know his stuff. This is the kind of guy that goes with a tarp, which he did this year. He goes with a tarp, sleeps overnight, and goes deer hunting the next day. Just like you should be doing. I used to do that for squirrel season and stuff too. And I love him. He's a great guy. So is Cal. They're both phenomenal people. And the best part is they live right around me here, so I know both of them. I've been out fishing with SMD quite a few times, and we were supposed to do a hunting trip, but as some of you seen through my videos, I haven't even gone out. I've been out one time for squirrels for about 2 hours, and then my deer hunt. So things got a little bit sketchy this year for me. So there's a lot of great stuff coming up. I would really appreciate it if you'd run over and check these channels out. There's a lot of other guys in the knife community that I'm in now, like the Donovan 2. That's the name of his channel, Donovan, capital T, T-E-W. And Donovan 2 and Captain Electro. You'll love Captain Electro. He's a trip. And so I'm just asking you, go check them out. I'm not saying you have to sub, not saying you have to marry them, nothing like that. Just go check them out. Pressing that button doesn't mean you have to watch their videos. That just means you're supporting them. Now, with that being said, here's another thing. There's a lot of videos I'm missing. There's some people I watch, it doesn't matter whether they put their video out or what the video's about. There's some people I'm picky and choosy about. Some of them just don't pique your interest, and watching somebody for 25 minutes. Lately, I haven't been getting feeds from a lot of people. My buddy Wayne Russell, Cull Craven. Haven't seen nothing out of him in a couple of weeks or more. Who else is on there? Dan Wolwack, Cold Cracker Bushcraft. I used to get feeds from him all the time. Now, I was just watching Corporal's Corner last night, and he said that Dan had a video out. I think it was an older video of Corporal's, though. But he said that Dan had a video out, so I went looking for it. Never got a feed to it. Corporal's Corners, I've missed a few because I never got a feed to. Or it came in like, he does his videos, he puts them out on a Sunday. I get the feed on Wednesday when the numbers don't matter, because after a couple of days, numbers doesn't matter to YouTube. So stuff like that, it's really aggravating. So if you see me not commenting on a video for quite a while, get a hold of me on Messenger or whatever. Same name, Tom Ritter. And, let me know that you're putting videos out still, because there's a lot of guys that I've watched for years I haven't seen feeds on for months on end, so I thought they quit YouTube. I got a hold of them, they're like, and I go over to their channel and here they've got like 20 videos out. So keep your eye open for that. But if you see me not commenting or whatever, give me a jingle on Messenger or whatever, or an email, and it's just let me know, because I really don't want to miss videos. But on the other hand, YouTube's not leaving me much of a choice. So this is a 10-minute video, and I've rattled long enough. So I appreciate everybody, I really do. If you like the video, give it a like. Don't forget to share it out. And we'll see you guys on the next one.